Good evening, everyone. I'm out for another night adventure. I'm in a different spot here than what I've normally been. I have not been to here to do a video in quite a while. Actually at Malo Park, which during the daytime is a pretty friendly place. But as you see, at nighttime everything changes. We're right near the railroad tracks, so right over along here. This direction is the CSX tracks, and you can hear the trains going by. And we got two of them going by right now. It's a little noisy to start the video out. This is going to be an investigation. I need your guys' help. We got a lot of bugs out, a lot of the fireflies, lightning bugs, whatever you want to call them, are out too. They definitely catch your eye when they light up. So, but we're doing an investigation in this area, and I know I got some railroad noise to look over to go over right now. My goodness, man, the bugs are bad through here. We're looking for the predator activity because it has been heavily reported throughout here, and I actually have some private properties near this area that I will end up exploring because we're going to try to look for and find them. So this one though, we got a nice path to walk. And I got to talk a little louder right now than what I normally do because of the trains. And they're moving fast, so they'll go quickly. But man, it is dark out tonight. There's some rain forecasted in a little bit, so I do want to keep moving even if I have trains, because I wanted to try and get this in. We're definitely looking for, there's been reports of some large black bears, lots of coyotes, lots of them, and the most important thing, what I want to find, has been reported in several spots in Conneaut. And here we're in a section called North Conneaut, and this area in particular has been getting a lot of reports of, literally, this is odd, but it's been caught on trail cameras and ring cameras around town as a black panther. Yes, in Conneaut, a black panther has been, and multiple, because they've been catching sightings of this black panther out in the South Ridge area, and also in south into Monroe Township. So I'm thinking there's more than one of these black panthers. But we gotta try to go check on them. So right when I was parked here and getting ready to get out to start, police, they're in one of their pickup truck, pulled up, and I thought, oh, they're gonna check on me to see what I'm doing here. And I tried to get out of the car to greet the officer, and he didn't care. He pulled away. So so just so you know, this is a metro park, and that's why we have the nice paved trail. I can hear the bullfrogs going. Now in the center of this is a loop trail, and we'll check some of the side areas if they're available, because it does look like someone has went through here with a vehicle. There are some gas wells back here, and that is one of them. So vehicles do have to come back to these. In the center of this there are two large ponds and wetlands. This is like a wetlands area, and a lot of activity with that. And they do have this little nice walkway going out here. There are some signs that are reflecting back there. Now, unfortunately, this area has had it's a nice place to go, but it's had some activity with human behavior here that has not been good here, with homeless and drug transactions. So I'm hoping I don't run across that, but this is our little wetlands swamp area, and this is a pretty good size, and deep too. Like, I gotta hold on to the cameras to look over here. Bugs are like crazy. Now these bullfrogs, they're going off. One just went off like underneath me. They literally don't care that I'm here. I am not a threat. They know I'm not a threat to them. It's just someone commented that here comes another train, here comes another Conrail. Somewhere, someone had actually reported that, you know, the frogs will shut up when predators are around. When there's a threat around. And I can tell you, they really don't care about me. So, those trains are noisy, and we're right next to the tracks. You can see the fireflies all down there. They light up, and it definitely catches your attention. I mean, that's like, look at how tall that grass is. 7-8 feet tall. Now, this sign is telling stay off the ice and no swimming and no diving. The fact that we have to have that sign up is, yeah, it's bad. There's a little thing here seeing some of the wildlife around here. There's a lot of it, a whole lot of it. And again, this is a lot of predatory activity here. Now, I'm dressed a little bit different from normal. I'm actually in the jeans and the hoodie sweatshirt back here. Still have, and I'm only carrying one wireless hole puncher tonight. So I'm just doing a lighter load, and this is even a smoother trail, a little easier on back and legs that are having problems. I'll tell you what, man, there's trains going by like crazy. Now, what I can say is that's not completely normal. I mean, we do have trains go by here frequently, but man, there's a lot. And you see how thick this is, and the thermal is not really penetrating through them too well. So the backside of this area here has been where the Metro Park officer told me they have to watch for a lot of drug transactions. Literally, they come out of the woods to meet back here. So yes, we do have to be on the lookout for the most dangerous thing that you'll find in the woods: other people. Oh, thank God that train passed. Okay. So, I don't know how, but I just walked across through a big spider web. I mean, look at, how the heck did I walk through a spider web there? That is, I don't get that. But my gosh, like right across my face. Oh, like right across my glasses. Okay, I see fireflies like crazy. And that's definitely interfere with trying to do this. They're telling little kids to not eat the plants or the birds. I'm just kidding, but it does kind of look like that. I hear a big bullfrog sounding off there. And I'm hearing some crickets. Crickets are out now. They have a little gazebo thing back there, but there's nothing else. I'm gonna walk back here. So, one of the things I wanted to try to do, and as if you've watched my videos, you know, a lot of the times I'm somewhere near railroad tracks anyway. Okay. But Cameraman Jack is starting on a series about the railroads of Ohio and creepy things that are happening along them. Well, most of the spots I go are near or semi-near the railroad tracks. You guys hear them in my videos all the time. Well, this one is literally right on the tracks. So we're gonna open up and go along, because I am part of the crew and the cameraman and crew of investigating along some certain tracks. Okay, they're telling little kids don't eat the goose. Yes, there'll be a lot of the Canadian geese around here. It doesn't look like they've been around here too much, because they literally will just nasty up the trail when they're around here a lot. Here's a good shot of the pond. And it almost looks like maybe a beaver or something made this little pathway here. Man, I wish I could catch like some of those frogs or what they're making that noise. And I'm hearing a domestic dog barking in the background as well. And here, when the trains finally go away, the area is pretty quiet. Except for now I'm hearing bangs. Back this way is towards the city. And it wouldn't be Conneaut if there weren't sirens. Okay, Conneaut's trains, freeway noises, and sirens. And people revving their engines up in the middle of the night. That's Conneaut. That's Ashtabula County. I mean, I kid you not. It's hard to get away from all of those noises. So, like a year ago, I went with the Metro Parks officer. Yeah, there's a lot of the frogs it's talking about there. Those are nice. Those are new. Those are a new addition. So, I went back. I went with the Metro Parks officer back here. We did daytime, and I did one of the times I recorded it, and could see where a buck literally had shredded a tree with its horns there, marking a spot. So I know that there's spots around here where this goes back to a big wooded area, but there is, when you look on the map, it shows that there's a pathway there, and maybe at different times of the season. I'm hearing noises over here. There are, but not right now. This bench, this is like the drug dealer spot. Okay. I mean, this is also like, and I watched, there's a spot where people go back to commit suicide. So I mean, seriously, it's a creepy location. Back here a little bit where they have it mowed down. Okay. Oh, okay. Hitting spider webs. can see the spider webs all throughout over here. Yeah, this is a creepy spot all the way in the back here. And they say that they'll literally go from paths over onto the woods. So we're gonna get into exploring into the woods here a little bit before we go back to the main trail. Okay, now you can definitely see something is regularly coming through there, and over here we got something going over that is, and I said these may be game trails, and yeah, that looks like a game trail for sure. It may be some people busting and knocking that down too. But I'm not seeing anything. Nothing on the thermal. And you guys gotta let me know if you see anything. Now, unfortunately, my last two videos, my thermal has been glitchy and for some reason has looped back. So, Jackrabbit, I know you said you're like the frog whisperer and you know how to speak frog. So, Jackrabbit, if you know what these frogs are saying, if they're cussing me out, you're gonna have to tell me. So, and we're gonna go over here a little more off the path. And this talks about the turtles in the area. Again, they picture little kids saying, "Don't eat the turtles." Okay. Okay. Now, it definitely looks like, okay, there's bird feathers all over here. Geese, that is. And I see out in the center, there's a bunch of Canadians. Huddled together. And a lot of bugs. And unfortunately, some people have thrown some litter in here. Okay. This is a good shot of this. I'm hearing all kinds of background noise. I can't really make out what it is. So. But so we have, there's so many feathers over here. It looks like a goose got massacred by something, which with the predators that I said that are around here, that definitely could be. So I did catch, ooh, I heard something over there. What the heck was that? Yeah, I keep wanting to look over at the pond, but I think there's some other spots I can do that. Why, listen to those bullfrogs belt out. I wanted to see this high grass area over here is an area where this is where we would catch like a deer or something. I'm sorry, I got bugs getting all around me here, attacking the camera. showing some of the ducks, Canadian geese. Yep, all over around here. There they are. There's our Canadian fellows right there. And these things, that's a couple adults and the younger ones, and they're not going to be afraid of me. They're going to come probably towards me like, you got food. There's a lot of people do feed them. I'm guilty of that too, but I don't have anything with me now. So it's good to see they got the younger ones there. Again, those are another thing that not only are you having the bobcat and that panther will feed on them, but also the fisher cats. Now through here, the other there's a kind of a plain, and then this grassy area. It's some trees. Listen to them suckers. It sounds like they sound like monsters, but they're bullfrogs. They're close by me too. So gotta get the bugs off of my camera. Okay. So then there is the CSX tracks. Then there's more woods, and right on the other side of that is the Norfolk and Southern tracks. Norfolk and Western, I'm not sure which one it is. And here we go. We got another one of our trains coming. See if we can actually see that. Catch that on the camera. Train number 4 since I've been back here. Okay. So they're coming at pretty regular intervals right now. Dude, this is creepy, okay? There is a lone balloon floating out there, okay? Drop in the comments if you think that is hella creepy to come across in the nighttime. Waiting for a darn clown to pop up now. That is weird. Lone balloon, and it's just kind of floating and moving on its own. Hella creepy. Holy crap. Not what I expected. You know, I'm hoping to look over there and see deer, coyote, animals. No, I find a lone, creepy, floating balloon. So, I just never know what I'm going to come across. So, but you can see good cover for animals to move along through here. We've got a water source in the wetlands pond. And not a lot of people, especially at nighttime. So you can see this is a place where you could definitely I'm sorry if I'm panning a little too much here. I am trying to look and see, and hopefully if I can find something. This side of the park is really where I'm was hoping that I would see some sort of animals, and then we also have to keep an eye on these ponds, because that's where a lot of wildlife is going to go to the water. So you gotta say this thermal has been great in picking out animals, even with dense vegetation. And on my last video, it spotted that deer. I wouldn't have seen it otherwise, and I noticed from reviewing it, it spotted the deer before I noticed that it spotted the deer. So this thing is definitely paid off. And ooh, what the heck was that noise? I just heard something there, but I don't know what it was. It's kind of nice when I'm walking on this. I can pay more attention to the surroundings because I'm not really worried where my next step is going. A lot of the other places I really gotta keep track of where the next step is. So I always try to find humor in all the situations. Gotta understand my background. 4-time combat veteran, 20 years Air Force, 22 years as a corrections officer. We kind of develop this weird sense of humor where we find that we end up laughing through any situation, through situations that normal people wouldn't laugh. I guess we're kind of warped like that. And that definitely describes me with that. Walk back off the path here a little bit. So guys, if there's something I laughed at that you didn't mean that way, I do apologize. It's definitely nothing intentional. Ooh, I'm hearing stuff hop in the water. There's that little deck right over here. Boy, and these trees are some of the flowers. These things, these are very fragrant. Okay, frogs galore. And a lot of lightning bugs out over here. It is dead quiet. Now, we're in an area that is pretty darn close to Lake Erie. And Lake Erie makes its own weather, okay? And so it's literally like the areas, especially the closer to the lake you are, the more it affects. And we'll get these hot and cold pockets up here. That's literally the weather from the lake. It'll change the temperature around here, and tonight's no exception to that. We'll get rain when there's not supposed to be rain because the lake will make it. Same with snow in the winter time. And it'll be times where, because of Lake Erie up here along the lake, it'll be warmer than other areas inland or colder, depending on the lake's temperature. Now, I will put any updates in when I get them. But the little boy who they suspect is drowned in Lake Erie, they're still continuing the search, and gut-wrenching details that were on that that the little boy was only in ankle-deep water when a wave took him and literally ripped him from his mother's hands. It's gut-wrenching to hear. And just incredibly tragic. Lake Erie is, it's beautiful, but it can be incredibly dangerous. And here in Conneaut, almost every generation has the stories of who's drowned in the lake all throughout the history of this, the 200 plus years of this town. Okay, this lake will take people. And it's sad. It's a dangerous thing. It's tragic. They still haven't found that sounds like somebody or something banging on something. Did you guys hear that? I'm not sure who at this time of night's out banging on stuff. Okay. So as I was saying, and I always like to try to put some humor into my hikes and into my comments. I do try to keep it lighthearted. Right back there, I am catching some kind of shine on something. I do have some eye shine that I can see, but I don't know if that is picking up on the camera. If it is, it's pretty darn faint. Trying to put it up high there. Yeah, I got something moving over there too. And trying to check. Thermal is actually hitting on it. There's an animal over there. The thermal will go to it here and there. There's an animal over there, and I can't make out what it is. And unfortunately, it is not picking up on here. It's pretty far back there, and it's gone now. I don't see it. It's in the tree line back there. The thermal was actually picking up on it. I don't see it now. I was actually trying to watch the regular camera to see if I could catch that eye shine, because I could see it with my own eyes. There it is. There it is. We got the eye shine straight back there. And I cannot get that to show on the camera. I have it zoomed in, and I have bugs coming by like crazy. Where did it go? Okay. It is not going to pick them up. But there is eye shine of something back there. Hopefully we will get something to move in closer. That's a bugger. I can't see it right now. The thermal was hitting on it. It was kind of small. There it is. I just seen it again, and the thermal's hitting on it. Dude, the thermal's hitting on that. Right back there it is. We got it a little bit on camera. I got the eye shine. It is a big set of eyes. And you can barely make it out. Trying to move in on that. So I'm moving off the trail. And there it is. It's moving. I can see its head bobbing up and down. Thermal's picking it up. We got something over there. Someone's playing hide and seek with me. Okay. Let me back out to the trail and try to take my eyes off the camera a little bit and look where I'm going. Because we'll try to move over around this. I got this big tree right here. And I know I've been ignoring this side here too. A little bit of a breeze. I don't want to be too long because there's rain supposed to be moving in, and it's weird because I'm feeling like warm and then cool, like masses of air, and I know that's just Lake Erie doing its thing. But we're gonna try to get over here. A little bit of a breeze picking up there. I seen it for a second. I was in a distance, but I could not catch that. I'm seeing a lot of fireflies over here. That's a bugger. That's something I really wanted to try to catch is some more of the wildlife back here. And you know, I can't make the wildlife be here. So it's like I really gotta try and catch, and I can see them up near my car. There's a front part of this park, but I don't know if I really wanted to check as much of that. We can though. I just know once we start getting closer to the road, we're going to get more traffic, noise pollution from people, and I'm trying to stay like out of that. So this was recommended to me by a viewer to try and check this spot out at night. That's definitely, we got a game trail through there. There, oh! I just seen something put his head down. Now we gotta, seen something's head duck down over here. I don't know if that picked up on camera. Oh, there. There we go. I am picking up an animal straight back there. And it's not showing. Maybe I'm not seeing it. I see something moving. But I'm not picking up anything on the thermal. But I clearly seen it looked like a head of an animal stick up. And I couldn't tell if that might have been a deer, might have been something else. Kind of wish I have a deer collar. I kind of wish I would have brought. And kind of going into the weeds here a little bit. Okay, let's zoom back out before I forget. No, that's not. I think that's a plant. It just looks like ears sticking up. But I swear I seen a head of something stick up. And I don't know if I'll be able to catch that if I just caught it with my eyes. Some of this, maybe there's fireflies that are lighting up around here. But it's like I think I'm getting like there's something around here. So we may walk over for another angle up here. I'll go past my car. You know, on this side here is a big wooded area. That tall grass and wooded area, and then some cornfields. Okay, man, yeah, I hate that. They buzz, you get a bug buzzing right in your ear. So, to see if maybe I can catch a different angle of any of these, if there's anything back here. I don't know if you guys have seen anything, and good thing here is I'll post this thermal with it. Now I'll try to get the glitches out because I can't, it's probably operator error, so I'm going to try to be very careful in this, so that the thermal and the video line up pretty close. They may be a second or two off, but they'll line up pretty close, and that's what I've been able to get in the past. And for some reason I've had glitches as of late. There is an overpass up here, and you'll hear cars going over that. And again, I'm not really trying to, I mean, there's the chance of finding people over here, but it's not really what I'm looking for. So there is another pond up here too. This is a really nice, it's a really nice park. Very scenic. And I guess at times a lot of, I mean, well, we've heard a lot of wildlife out here. Just haven't been able to capture much on video. And it's an area where there is a lot of it here. It's just whether I'm able to find it right now or not. Hearing stuff over here. I see a spot on the thermal. Oh, yep, it's picking up a stone marker of plaque of like who the tree's dedicated to. Okay, those stones will definitely retain that heat longer from the daylight, and can mess with the thermal. Makes it look like there's an animal there. I definitely say, even though this is it's kind of a pretty heavily wooded area, it's right on, like, would you say I mean, it's solid in the city limits, but where the actual town is kind of on the edge of the industrial plant, and there's some houses to the north, and a big gap after you cross the tracks. There's some houses. But you're still a good distance from people out here. So it's kind of on the edge of where the population is. And when you look on the map, it is a pretty good sized wooded area. And with some of these open fields like this and some farms, it's an area with a lot of food for, there's food, water, there's lots of sources for there to be a lot of animals. And unfortunately, though, just not tonight for me. So I was hoping I was able to provide you some more. We had a little bit. It was weird, that head sticking up that I caught with my own eyes. And I don't know if the camera caught that at all. It was a weird, it was out of a weird spot, weird thing. Because like what I seen, the head, it didn't look real. I don't know how to explain that, but it was definitely like an animal head that was sticking up. But when I say it didn't look real, like it didn't look like it was a live animal. It literally looked like somebody holding up like the head of an animal real quick. I didn't see the eyes. The eyes didn't shine. I don't know how to explain it, but that was weird. Okay. So let's, you know what? We could actually go back here. Double back, because a lot of the times when I backtrack, we seem to find some things. And I got a bug in the ear. Because I think a lot of the times that is because the animals, once I pass through, I guess they think I'm done. So I'm going to be a little quiet. And we're going to see if we can find something. This is the area. This is where it was. Man, I got nothing. So I don't know how to explain that. With the head popping up thing. But it was, to say the least, incredibly odd. And I sure hope the camera caught something of that. Because wouldn't that be just the way? You know that I see something creepy and the camera doesn't catch it. This is the area too where we were seeing eye shine earlier. It was way back there. And it's there. Straight. It's not gonna pick up. I got two sets of eyes way in the back there. And the thermal's actually pulling to them. They're small. In the distance there. I mean, they're big, but I mean, it's showing small in the thermal because they're far away. There it is. You can catch a little bit of that eye shine there. We got something staring at us back there. A lot of bugs. And off in the distance, eye shine is blinking there. It's going. we got some eye shine. There's something around here. We'll head back up and try and keep an eye on things here. Yeah, the thermal was going right to it. It was in the distance though. And I was able to finally get some of that on here. I just heard a stick break. Just thought I heard something moving through this grass. Yeah, this one I'm gonna have to review pretty thoroughly and see if I can catch anything. And unfortunately, I have no clue what I want to title this. Thought I heard a voice over here. All right, everyone, so once I turn the camera off, I'm sure I'm gonna have like 7 or 8 different animals pop out in front of me. That would be par for the course. Not kidding. But I want to thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. Okay, drop things in the comments. Drop in the comments if you know what you think about the weird head. Anything else? What you thought of this spot? It's real friendly in the daytime. Tell me if you think it looks as friendly at night. And again, just watching to see if we can find anything here, any signs of some more life. Definitely a beautiful spot though. Appreciate you watching, guys. Just give me your thoughts, your comments on them. I will respond to them as quickly as I can. Okay, I do have, that's part of the interactive part of this. I will try to respond to you guys as quickly as I can. Now, I gotta say, guys, give me a little bit of time in case I don't get back to you. Don't take that personally. I will try to get back to everyone. And I'm grateful on this. This is not complaining. I am so grateful with you guys on this. That I've had some posts with 200 plus comments, and I do try to get back to all of you guys, and I greatly appreciate that. I'm gonna say, somebody dumps their trash, their dog, they walk their dogs back here and then they drop their bags of crap there as if it's somebody else's job to pick it up. Same thing with that litter there. Okay. To Erica and Hattie, I do believe there is a bathroom up towards the front of this, but we're not going to make it up there in the video. And that's about it. I want to thank you guys. God bless you. We're going to turn the thermal off first. Thank you for watching.